Hey squad, welcome back. I just want to refer back to my most recent video entitled Who Did I Sample?, which I released just a few days ago, and I mentioned in that video that I was using a really great plugin by Waves called the Abbey Vinyl plugin. I just touched on it briefly and promised that I was going to go into exploring this one in a bit more detail in an upcoming video. Well, here we are, and today that's exactly what I want to do. Now, the Abbey Vinyl plugin is great because what it does is it emulates that vinyl, sort of analog vinyl warmth that's often missing in digital productions. Sometimes the productions can be a little bit sterile, and by adding some warmth and some saturation to the production, the overall feel and flavor is far improved. And that's what I'm finding with this great little plugin. And what I want to do is use the track and production I created the other day for that last video and show you how I'm going to be applying this great little plugin not only on the master bus but also on individual tracks and groups, and we can compare a before and after version of the track. So, as always, if you're feeling what I'm doing and I'm bringing you value, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and hit me up with a super thanks if you believe my content is worthwhile. And also, I'll be launching real soon channel membership exclusive content, so keep an eye out for that as well. But for now, let's dive in. Now, this plugin is excellent, and for those of you who produce lo-fi hip hop, R&B, anything that's sort of old school and has a retro feel, you definitely want to try this out on your production because it adds that character and that feel and warmth and grit that you'd get from old school productions which would have been created using analog gear, just like this vinyl cutting lathe. As we can see right here, I want to spend the time actually testing this thing out on different tracks within the mix. However, just as an overview, with this switch right here, we are able to pass our signals through to a virtual version of Abbey Road's EMI TG12410 mastering desk. And that in itself adds additional character to your production. Here we've got two options. You can have the acetate cut of the vinyl or the master print of the vinyl. You've got two different turntable options. You've got three different cartridge options as well that you can put onto the tone arm. Just down here you can adjust the position of the tone arm using this. And here we've got a number of different noise options, clicks and crackles and noise and the density of the clicks. We'll explore this during the actual playback. Down here we've got metering. We can switch between monitoring the input signal or monitoring the output signal. We can cut or boost the output level, and we can monitor the stereo signal, a mono signal, or the left channel only or right channel only. And we monitor right here on these VU meters. Over here, we've got the input signal gain adjustment. So we can boost the input signal here. We can add some drive and saturation as well to give that extra body. And down here, we can add wow and flutter to the signals. So in a way, we can use these to create that sense of a warped vinyl record. The slowdown switch is really cool as well, and I'll show you that. And over here, we've got phase distortion and some modulation settings, which I'm not really going to go into because I don't really use this stuff. You can explore this at your own leisure. So that's kind of just a general overview, but really this is all about trying it out and seeing how it works for you. And I've got a link in the description that you can use to go straight and grab a copy of this. You can download a fully operational 7-day trial of this thing and test it out. But I reckon if you're anything like me and you want to add that extra character to your productions, it might be well worth the $29.99 investment that it's currently on sale for. Okay, so now for the track itself, here's the makeup. We've got some drums, we've got our bass, electric bass right here. We've got a couple of keyboards, electric piano and piano. We've got a guitar sample, and we've got the main samples here, which I've pulled from that record. Now on the master stereo out or master bus, I'm sending the track through Ozone 9, which I love using for mastering and a range of other audio processing purposes. And at the very end of the chain, I'm sending this through the Waves L3LL Ultra Maximizer. Okay. As you can see here, I've got Abbey Road on the master bus and it's bypassed. Also, let's just quickly go through the mix itself. On the bass channel, I've got the Abbey Road vinyl here. I've got it on the guitars and I've got it here on the drum bus where I've routed all of my drums to this bus right here. I've also routed my samples to their own bus right here, and I've routed the keys to their own bus. All of these instances of the Abbey Road vinyl plugin are currently bypassed. So we're going to bring them in one by one in a minute so you can hear the character that's been added. But first off, let me play back the track as it stands right now without any of the Abbey Road vinyl plugins engaged, and that's going to be our starting point. And then we'll gradually build things up by bringing them in one by one later on. Okay, so let's start off with our bass line. So this is our bass channel right here, and this is the Abbey Road instance that I've used. And all I've done is gone to the presets right here, where we can load a preset, and I've just pulled up bass guitar. What I find with a lot of these plugins is the presets are great starting points. You kick it off with that and then you adjust from there. And that's exactly what I've done here. I could have picked any of these options as a starting point, but I chose bass guitar. Okay, so before we actually pull up the Abbey Road plugin, I just want to show you I've got some processing already on this bass part. I'm sending my bass signal through this Logic amp, cabinet and microphone here. Do check out my video on Logic bass guitar plugins. Now the signal's going from the bass amp, then we're going to hit this EQ right here where I'm filtering a bit of the bottom end, and then I'm going into my CLA bass module right here from Waves. Again, I've got a video on that. Do check it out because this unit is just so good. And now let's pull up the Abbey Road plugin. So in order for us to be able to compare and contrast what's happening with the bass, we do need something else playing. So I'm going to solo the drum bus. So we'll have the bass and the drums, and then we'll mess with some of these features and you can hear what's going on. So at the moment, this is bypassed. Let's have a listen. 100% you're hearing a difference. When this is bypassed, the bass is pretty clean and a little bit lifeless. But as soon as you bring this in, there's added character and warmth. So definitely I'm going to keep this one on. I added a bit of drive to the signal as we were going, and we switched from print to lacquer. And again, it added some more character. So let's move on to the next element. Right, I've got a little bit too much noise going on, so I'm going to back off some of this noise. You can hear it going down. There's some crackle there, which is fine. The clicks are right down. I don't want the clicks. Let's show you what the clicks do. You get those vinyl pops and clicks, which I don't really want on this. So I'm going to turn that off, but I want a bit of crackle and I want some noise, but not too much. So let's play that back again. Yeah, I'm really liking that. Let's take it out of the desk. Yeah, there's a definite difference when you send it through the mastering desk. Okay, cool. The guitars, it's on the guitar sample right here. So let's pull that one up. I'm using Mix Bus Grit. That's the preset I'm using right here. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, that's definitely making a difference to the guitars. Definitely bringing them forward a bit more, adding more body to them, and just kind of making them feel a bit more live and present. Okay, so we're going to keep that in. Okay, let's move over to the next one, which is the samples. And let's see what we're using here. We're using the Lofi right here, and it's bypassed at the moment. As a side note, when you move the tone arm closer to the outer edge of the vinyl record, you get a much deeper, denser tone in your audio, just as you would on an actual physical vinyl record. The closer you are to the center of the record, the thinner the grooves, and therefore less information is being transferred through the needle down the element and out through your system. So that's why I tend to move the tone arm further out to the edge of the record. So currently we've got a bit of flutter, but let's add some wow to this as well, just to spice things up a bit, just to make these samples a bit more interesting. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really improving things. Okay, let's bring the others back in. We've got our keys. Let's bring those in. And the preset I'm using right here is the Print DJ under factory defaults. And we're using the DJ turntable and DJ cartridge right here. We've got a bit of wow and flutter. Let's just listen to the keys on their own. Too much. There we go. Yeah. Let's turn this off. Very straight. I'd bring it back in. Nice. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, let's bring that in with the rest. Now, by including the plugin on these specific elements within the mix, we're actually creating something more. We're creating more interest in the track. And for that lo-fi hip hop sort of genre, this definitely will work. Now, the final instance is over here on our main stereo out. So let's pull that one up and let's see what we're using here. Lo-Fi. Okay, so let's run the track and then we'll bring it in and hear what it does. Yeah. How cool is that? And that's it in a nutshell. It is such a cool little plugin that can really add a new dimension to your mixes. Like I said, if you're producing tracks within certain genres that would benefit from some vinyl characteristics, saturation, warmth, then this is definitely one to check out. So like I said, link in the description, download the free 7-day trial and give it a go. And if it's something that's going to help you as it's helping me, then think about grabbing it while it's on sale. Anyway, hopefully this video has brought you some value, and if it has, don't forget to give me that like and subscribe, and the comments are always very welcome, and drop me that super thanks if you think what I'm doing is worthwhile. So until next time, I'm Deuce, I'm out. Peace.